Okay. So your lesson yesterday in my classroom, lesson 1, your base lesson. Our classes are 40 minutes, so that went great. You used your whole 40 minutes for prefix and suffix.
Thank you.
And so I think the lesson went well. I think it went really well. Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
they enjoyed it.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So that's good. That's always good. So
Yay.
I just had some glow and grows. You know, glow and grow.
Okay.
Things you glow in and things I think you can grow in.
Okay.
But before I do that, I want to ask you, how do you think your lesson went? You can tell me like things you think that you think you need to grow in or glow in, and then we can compare what I think.
I hope next time I can give them more hands-on things.
Okay. Yeah.
So it'll be more fun. That's
because now you could see what you can do, right?
Yeah.
You can see how much you can do with them because they're first grade.
yeah, and when I watch the video, I find sometimes when I'm talking, I have grammatical mistakes when I'm talking.
Okay, yeah.
Like, you freeze, are you free? I'm like, no. Like, do you freeze? Then that's wrong. So I think I need to pay more attention about what I said. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that, but it wasn't
Yeah.
a big problem.
Yeah, but
It was small things.
when I watch it, I I noted that a lot.
Well, it's good you see it.
Yeah, but I need
Yeah.
to improve.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you would like to grow in that. Okay. Can you give something positive? What you think you glowed in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
'Cause you
feel.
need to feel good because it was a good lesson. So
Yeah.
I just want to hear a good one, a glow.
Yeah, I can see them participate. Like, they raise their hand.
They were so excited, right?
Yeah, and I really give them feedback, like
Yeah.
and in a positive
Responding.
way. Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't feel, I'm like, oh, that part is interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I can see the interaction. Yeah, that I'm glad about this. I just think I need to pay more attention to what
yeah.
and give them more hands-on things. And I was tired yesterday, so I didn't.
No, you
I
did
feel
great.
sometimes
You
I
didn't
can
look tired.
but
it
I-
helps to have a good night's sleep, and because you have to think when we
Yeah,
think in
when-
a second language, it takes more time and harder work. So
Yeah.
you need to be rested.
Yeah,
Definitely.
if
yeah.
they say something, I might use it to as an opportunity to explain to them. But I
Right.
didn't. I just good job. It's just the behavior wise.
Right.
I mentioned many things, but academic wise, I think I didn't make full use of the answers they gave me.
No, you did, but you did rush it because I think you were nervous. And your video is
Yeah,
taking yourself,
exactly.
and I'm watching, and the assistant teacher's in there.
Yes.
So I understand that. So
Yeah.
but try to pace yourself. Just relax.
Yes.
If it doesn't work, we do another lesson until you feel comfortable.
Yeah, I'm like thinking, what
Yeah.
does SD think? What does
You don't have to think what
what
we're
does the
thinking
people?
because we're thinking anyway. So
Yeah, you are right.
okay. So things that I think you glowed in is you don't talk down on the kids. Like you treat them nicely and fairly, and according to, you just treat them like a student, not if they think lower or their academics are lower. You don't treat them that way. You treat them fairly and equally. Okay. Your enthusiasm, I really like your enthusiasm. Your volume of the voice level
I'm
that you
very
use
loud.
is good. No, it's good. Everybody could hear you from the front to the back. And your energy was great, so that's very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. I like that you reminded them of the PDSA. And not just because I wanted you to remind them of our PDSA, but because it shows that she knows the rules in our classroom. So I need to listen because she is saying the same things my teacher is saying, my assistant teacher is saying.
exactly.
So
Yes.
you get their attention because you're
like,
using what we
"Ooh."
use.
Yeah.
It's not something new, and they would go, what? What's she talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a rule? What? No, you use ours. So they immediately got their attention. So that's good.
Yeah. It's really helpful. I know what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps to know.
So I align with all your rules and
they could
the
see
language
the
you use with them.
expectation
Yes.
when they did their group work to
Yeah.
get quickly, safely, quietly get to your group.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think you did a great job on conferring and checking with each group when you walked around and you conferred with them, and then when you checked with them if they were talking about the right thing, and then you gave them feedback. So you checked first, you asked them, and then you gave your feedback. So if it wasn't all correct after your feedback, they corrected what they were talking about. But then you also confirmed after you conferred, so they knew what they were doing was correct. Okay. Then, okay, and then the growing areas that I think would be, your pace can be a little slower because you were very rushed with it. So I think your pace can be a little slower. So for those that struggle to follow you, they can catch up. Like Nathan struggles to follow. He takes a while. Then, let me see. So just give them more time to respond. Because you jumped very quickly from the one thing to the next, so there wasn't really time to respond because the slower ones take a while to gasp what you're saying.
Right. Yeah. Amount of time to think. Give them time to think.
I don't think the right word to use is threaten, but I feel like like you kind of like you should be doing this. You would say what you yeah, I have to think exactly what you said, but you said something like you should not be doing that. You listen. So I feel like that's fine, but maybe a different phrase or choose a different way of saying it.
So what do you suggest
I would
to
just
say?
suggest try to remind them of the class rule rather than telling them what to do, so that when you remind them of the rule, they will make the decision of doing the correct thing.
Yeah, don't
because
say.
by now they have to know. Just ask a question. Should you be doing that? You know, that's fine to say. I thought the classroom rule is to sit up and push in your chair. Let's push up and push, sit up and push in our chairs. Or you don't even have to point them out, because sometimes pointing out makes them feel embarrassed. So
exactly.
you can just say, okay, everybody, chairs in, arms on the table. Because there's some that pick their noses, and I just say, if you have to use a tissue right now, use a tissue, but I don't tell
Don't
the
point
person I don't
to
say
embarrass them.
Yeah, so I don't try not to point out as much as you can, but in some ways you can and you should.
Yeah.
It's sometimes hard to distinguish when to do that exactly. Okay. And then I have one suggestion that you can use is to use the timer.
Yeah.
The timer on the
The last time
screen.
I should learn how to, because I don't know how to use the timer on the, so I need to learn that. And
On the smart board.
Yeah, I need to learn the smart board.
Because
smart board
I think
more.
them seeing the timer will just show them how much time they have left, and they take the responsibility then of following that time. But if you remind them, they will just keep on talking.
Exactly.
So it helps them to see the time.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, last time I
you don't have to
note.
keep track. You
Yeah.
know? That will help you and them.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
And the group's attention can be more on, they can just work in a group and look up at the time and keep going. But when you talk, they have to listen to you and then get back to the group. So the timer will help a lot.
And it gives them ownership.
Yeah,
Like
it
they
gives
need to
structure too.
take the responsibility, not always rely on the teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I was trying. Yeah, I remember what I was trying to write on there, but I'm supposed to use the smart board
It's okay.
to cross it out because I didn't make in the PPT
yes, 'cause they
the right
told you.
one.
They were like, don't
Well,
do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I cannot use that one, but I should use the smart board, the pen to
pen,
write.
yeah.
And I didn't make the,
That was funny.
like sometimes you click the word will appear one by one. I didn't make that, so I should use the smart board to write.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're still learning, so it's fine.
Yeah,
it's okay.
so-
I use both boards. I use the marker on the white side, the white
But I
board.
really need to solve that technology
yeah,
problem.
the timer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's helped me a
the,
lot.
the timer,
Okay, so let me show
yeah.
you how that works next
yeah,
time.
and I think I need to really slow the pace, and for the amount I put too much. So that's why I always want.
Did you notice
Yeah.
the amount of activities?
Yeah.
You wanted to get to everything, so you
Yeah.
start rushing it. So,
So-
less is more sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already.
Yeah.
I made 2 articles. I say just do
Right.
one, but I find that's
So that's
still too
that's
much.
why I suggested, okay, you can do that activity if you have time,
Yeah.
but try not to. So you can always have more activities, but they're going to be backups.
Yeah, so next time I think when I prepare, I will have less amount.
Yeah.
So I'll give them more time to think, to react, and more time for them to give explanation or their thoughts.
Right.
And I don't have the attitude that don't do this, do that. So I
but
think
you
I will
learn,
be
yeah.
I will be more calm down. So I will give them better feedback. I
It's
think.
also the first lesson, so let's
Yeah.
see how the second lesson goes.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
I will definitely prepare less amount of.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
what you have
that
to
will
learn
that
out
will
of your
help.
lesson.
Yeah, that will help me to slow down and
Yeah.
like these kind of things. I think I will not say.
No, but
yeah.
that's something you learn to do. So
Yeah, I will because I just want to save time. So I'm
Yeah, I
like,
know.
don't do this, do that.
I
So,
know.
but I know
But
I
that's
should
why-
not say that.
So
yeah,
how you talk to the kids, how your pace is, it's all when your lesson is being planned. So less will be more. It will
yeah,
be better.
exactly.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yay.
See you
Okay.
at the next lesson.
Yay.
Yay.